Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 21 of my Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, Vashnar here has to be defending Albion against the forces of Alariel. They've sent one of their Archmages of Shadow over to deal with us. They've got an Eagle, lots of Tree Can because of how Alariel is, and a good bit of archers to deal with us. We have a ton of Marauders who are going to be incredibly lightly armored, so we've got to be pretty careful on the way in. Plan is to bombard their archers with the Hell Cannon just to soften them up before we actually get into combat, just to weaken their overall missile prowess. Let's get this going. We're sending this group this way. Gonna have you firing on the archers right away. Let's send the flanking group over. They are also going to be a flanking group, so we'll send them off to the side. And then we will grab you, as well as all these units, and just scoot them on up. We don't really want you to have to be pulling up much at all, so go ahead and fire on the White Lions. Hit them with a boom. I assume they're going to try to send the cavalry over to deal with our flanking vanguard units, so we're going to hopefully squash them. And they're dodging my shots like goobers. Ready to send them up. Nope, didn't dodge that one. It was a direct hit. Continue to send them over. Get this flanking force up. Let's start firing on that group of archers now. Use the speed bonus to get them going. Marauders of Khorne are getting hit with a Melkoth, so nothing really we can do there except for just absorb all that. Gonna let a couple more shots go in. We'll bring these guys up to start causing some issues. And then since this unit is the furthest away, we will lock them and give them an attack order. Have them attacking the flanks. Yeah, they've clumped all their archers up. We're just gonna fire like that. This group also lock them up. And then we're going to charge them in. The trolls should hopefully fight much longer with the help of the aspiring champions. Another Melkoth is going down. I'm glad she's wasting it on Melkoth instead of using anything like the transmutation of metal she's got. Let's group them up, take them off of guard mode, and then charge them in. Pull them back just a little bit. I stopped using them for a moment. That's going to get them hurt. All dogs work together on this group. Reavers are not nearly powerful enough to take on 3 dogs simultaneously. Unless they get some spells to help them out. Well, they get the glittering robe. That's plus 60 armor. That'll keep them alive. AI targeting has gone a little bit awry. We want them to be getting in on the units in the back there. Luckily, those archers are going to sit still and take a pounding while they do so. Hit them with the boom. Eagle looks to be going to the back to attack our artillery. Oh, maybe it's found a juicier target. Yeah, the Tree Can are going to do bad things to our Marauders. But luckily, our other forces should do wonderful. Each of the dogs needs to go jump on a different unit of archers to shut them down fully. You keep throwing in at them. Just threaten these archers and they should rotate. Let's play the Horn of Khorne. Well, should we do so? Yeah, those forces are running away. Let's save. The Eagle dove down into combat just to scare them off. All of their archers are running for their lives. Throw those axes at her, please. Beautiful. Start firing it on these Tree Can. They're not going to like any of that fire damage. White Lions are strong, but not when they're fully surrounded. Beautiful hit on the trees. Bash them up. How many of our forces are left in the woods? Not many. They're getting routed by the cavalry there. Get back in there. Standing still, let them get obliterated by the archers. The doggos are doing wonderful. Have themselves a feast. Eagle's doing battle with some of our marauders in the back line there, so let's go ahead and have 2 of the units turn around and deal with it unless it's going to run away. If you're going to run, we're going to send the forces forward. Send the trolls in. Actually, have them help out with this group. Forsaken are starting to get beat down. A lot of trees here. We'll sacrifice some marauders. Pershwing. That actually didn't do much damage. We learned. We learned a thing today.
Move with unbridled rage. Slaughter.
Get them in on their horse archers. Just stop the archers from firing. That is the biggest thing.
Kill them all.
I don't know why he's not charging. Too many units going this way.
Endless evisceration. Sent by the Valkia.
Keep getting axes in. We're gonna go ahead and use you guys as melee unit. Charge into these archers. Hell Cannon's nearly out of ammunition, but it's doing some good work.
We flee.
Blasting the treekin. Come over here and help out with these archers. You keep throwing your axes at the wizard. Get a good charge in on them. Do not get rear charged, please. Oh, really? That unit's all over the place, huh? Interesting. They should do good damage on the charge. They'll turn around and run afterwards, but...
suffering.
Anyone who's not fighting, get him back in the clump. Back in the thick of things. Play the dude in the middle of here. Magic's helping her out for sure. Brutes of the Hound are fighting to the literal last. Get those axes in on the Eagle. Alright, got units fleeing all over the place. Unfortunately, the artillery's out of ammo. Over into melee. Drop them. Alright, looks like we have broken them. The High Elves flee for their lives. Many marauders have fallen in the field, though. Littered with the dead. Collect their skulls and let's go. Plenty of High Elf skulls to claim. Luckily, we did wipe out the White Lions and all of their archers, so we just have to deal with the cavalry and a couple tree men left. Amazing. We will go ahead and enslave them. Oh, never mind. She had nowhere to run to. Beautiful. Ashnar can be devoted to Khorne. We'll do that as quick as we can. And activate. Now you wear crimson. We will give you the Hearts of Iron, and then we'll go towards Infernal Champion after that. Ashnar Blood Reaper, we're going to go ahead and put you into a camp stance and pull you back into Citadel of Lead's circle. And then see about recruiting up some more Khorne boys. We lost no one. But I kind of would like some spawn. Put some spawn in, we'll combine up some of these doggos. And then we'll recruit up some more frontline troops. Maybe a third champion. They do cost quite a bit. We'll just do some normie marauders. Oh, never mind, hang on now. We can do one of these, and then I thought I already did that. One more Khorne marauder. Beautiful. Yeah, we gotta keep the enemies away from Albion. I'm fine with you sending your forces here. As soon as you land, we'll chop you to shreds. Let's see here. Valkia is landing ashore. We need to go ahead and put in... Is he back? Godslayer has one more turn. We need to put him back in the army. We need to go ahead and consolidate our forces up in this side. Crush Khatep. Once he is completely eliminated, it'll just be him versus the Sisters of Twilight, which will be... Hopefully by then we'll be able to bring them down.
They will be dominated.
As long as we kind of avoid her. 2 Forest Dragons and some Treekin. We'll just avoid them kind of like they did with Hannibal back in the Punic Wars. All of our vassals, we need to be using their armies to our advantage.
Lord of Khorne!
Jorhul, my friend, you have made no movement, but if we head down this way, I believe we attrition. It's a sandstorm. Can we encamp through attrition? Oh, we can. Alright, we'll send you up then. If they want to fight, they'll learn that's a bad idea. We'll put in another unit of Marauders. Or, once we have another gifted unit, we can give him one of the Bloodthirsters, which would be awesome. So as far as province upgrades, I think we go for maxing out towers in our main and the ones that are just on the outskirts, just so we don't have to worry about having any kind of incursions into our land, because the towers will be so strong. We have Chosen and whatnot to defend, and those Chosen usually land pretty heavily to the auto-resolve. Yeah, so we'll save the 5,000. We'll see if we can do any kind of recruiting or upgrading. It does generate some income. Oh no, it doesn't. Doesn't make any more, but it gives us more warbound capacity for our Chaos Warriors. Which, to be honest, most of our forces are pretty intense. Let's swing back down to Valkia.
Valkia the
Gotta
Bloody.
wait a turn before we're able to do anything like that.
Destruction for all!
Alright, well, Farmort, we'll bring you to this island.
Now!
The site is home to an ancient shrine to a lost god. The place is bathed in power, and as your followers approach, angry runes upon the shrine illuminate, their glow a beacon to the weary. Choose, booms a deep, disembodied voice. Aggression or Farsight? We'll go for Farsight. 1,500 favor and some favorable winds. Yeah, and then I'm going to bring you into the Monolith of Catan to get some replenishment, and that you can do some reinforcing and help out down here at the Doom Keep. This would fully vassalize the Nagel Farlings, too. Surprise attack.
A glorifying act!
Get moving, brother.
Spread ruin on them!
Crow, brother, here. We could put in some more soldiers if we had them. We do not. We could do the Swords of Chaos, just to have them, as an additional force to assist.
My visions predict failure.
Yeah. The attack on the Tower of Crack failed pretty heavily. Stopped my plans of assimilating the Varl into our massive army. Either way, we'll pass out this commandment. We'll do Foster Colts with our new best buddies, the Tong. He was about to come over here and punch me in the face. We just had to swing back over with Rel now and claim the Crystal Spires. Beautiful stuff. Looks like Hoggrave Velavith has moved out to deal with Iber Crowbrother. I am tempted to take this fight, because if we could focus down the... no, we're gonna back up. Too many Bloodrack Medusas.
Do not dare to look at me as if I am beneath your fear.
Oh, the Black Pit tribe. Would you like to go to war? Yeah. My very low reliability is going to have pretty much everyone that is slightly unfriendly with us declaring war on us. Alright, quick cut. Little Cab Mochi decided to declare war on Maka, and if you can imagine, like, Fat Scar being declared war on by Simba, and you know exactly what's going on there. Rel, let's drag you back. Are you gonna take nutrition? Nope.
Going with fury!
Yes, do it with fury. No one should move on the Howling Citadel, and if they do, I will happily come back and clap them in the forehead. Rel,
Armed with power!
you are so powerful at this point that I think you can just kind of hang out. We're gonna scoot you into Crystal Spires, though,
Coast.
and do some raiding.
Reap without mercy.
Make some cash. We gained a new... It looks like probably one of the Undivided. We can switch off the Crown of Kings now. and start gaining some extra soldiers. That's the War Shrine or the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Listen, that sounds like a great idea, but we would have a ton of upkeep. I'll have to hold off on that till we have a little bit more souls stored up. At that point, I'm happy to jump in and grab some Dragon Ogre Shaggoths in. Alhogast. Oh, looks like they decided to run away. Fair enough. We need to... I think we're going to ignore the Sisters of Twilight for now. Allow them to just kind of mess around and raise things for the good of the forest, and we'll just move up and deal with the Tomb Kings. See if we get ambushed. Ooh, see, this is bad. They're definitely going to move together.
I forbid this.
Can I switch out the Lord here? Please? Garbal, the Godslayer.
Annihilation.
Takes back over his army. Welcome back, good sir. We definitely need to give you a talisman. Is there one that gives you a little bit of... No, we don't really have one. We'll give him the Talisman of Protection. 5% is a little bit, but it's not a lot. You're not nearly as cool looking as our other one. Sorry to let you know.
Demon Prince.
So we'll have you kind of chill out here. We're probably going to get attacked by both of these armies, which is going to be a mess. And the only thing in this army that's scary is this guy. The catapults get brought down with the Warhounds. Yorhul, we're going to continue to rush through, although if we come out of this stance, we're going to take Sandstorm attrition, so let's move up in March, see if we can't force them to chase us. We should be able to move in normal stance and attack the Spire next turn.
Exalted hero.
Mr. Doommonger. He's going to keep recruiting up. See if we can assault these units.
Someone's getting
Oh,
strangled.
failure. You're getting strangled if you keep failing. Luckily, this is a good opportunity to make you stronger. Let's go for... You already have a ton of armor. Let's go for hard to hit.
Our home is manipulated.
Oh, I know. You'll be okay, though.
Carnets awakened.
Valkia, it is time.
There will always be blood.
Shrine of Cain will fall. Ooh, they've got some Phoenix Guard here. It would still be a decisive victory to that degree? Wow. I mean, I really don't want to fight these guys inside the walls, but... I don't know if they... I mean, they don't have walls. It's just a little tiny settlement. Yeah. Well, I mean... We'll give this one to auto-resolve since it's going to be that decisive.
Violence and death.
Violence for sure. Oh wow, that's a ton of cash.
It matters not from whence the blood flows.
Sack, it's time to bring ruin to Ulthuan. And Welch is coming with us. He is bringing his gallons of grape
Sword
juice.
maiden of the blood god.
Specialist.
Het woman.
And then we'll probably switch to assaulting the garrison. You, good sir. Since you were on a... do we have you on a Manticore or a War Shrine? Kind of want to put you back on a Manticore then. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And let's give you some Aura of Chaos for some missile resistance.
My axe shall taste.
Yorhul. We will make you... Man, Devoted to Chaos is probably the one we need. For now, we'll make you harder to hit or give you the Burning Brand. We'll go Burning Brand. And then probably we'll finish off his gold line and then work on his blue line. Devoted of Chaos for sure, because we need extra souls from the fights.
Slaughter begets rewards.
Okay, so now we can move further down. 5,000 for sacking that. Is Tor Anlek the main settlement? It is. We should probably have done and claim Tor Anlek. But we can at least reach the Shrine of Kurnos now, so let's go do that.
Behold my wrath.
Enjoy, idiots. Oof, that one's even worse. But we would lose our Flesh Hounds. Oh yeah? Well, sorry guys, we probably shouldn't have fought that last one in the battle. We're gonna get a little bit of a weaker settlement battle. Alright, well the thunderous horde of the apocalypse descends on Ulthuan. Let's start the deployment. They always have a lot of elevated areas to fire down on you from. I'm not so worried about it. Let's do cavalry over here. Split them up a little bit.
For fighting's sake.
Cavalry on this side as well. Split them up a little bit. Vanguard deployed Chosen, which is 8 types of horrible. We'll do... This is a larger area to assault from, so we'll do the shielded boys up front. They should absorb a gigantic brunt of that. Keep the Khorne hounds out in the countryside, frolicking around and attacking peasants. We'll have the cannons over here. Flap Flap Mage.
My magic is ready.
Where else can we assault from? We have all of these soldiers, and not very many can attack all at the same time. Yeah, we'll have all the dual axes coming in from this side with Cormac leading the way. Have them be no, not in guard mode, you fools. We'll have you locked, so I can just send you in. They can go with them. Okay, and then Valkia and the Bloodthirster can flap in from over the top.
The Gore Queen.
Have them fly in from over here. See if I can actually command all these disparate forces. No, that's wrong. Trying to group them. There we go. Alright, let's let it begin. Where are they mostly deployed? Cormac, get right in there. Speedy, speedy boy.
Chosen of Khorne.
Charge in quickly. I'll have 2 of you go that way.
Eviscerate them.
2 of you go that way. Valkia, fly over the top and deal with those spearmen there. Those poor fools. Where are the rest of them at? Are they literally all over here? Well, in that case,
Guided by chaos.
you guys charge in on these guys. Valkia, you come over here and deal with these archers. There's nothing for you guys to do, so we're gonna group you up.
At your command.
And I guess just give the attack command.
Gods.
I mean, they're not gonna make it all the way through. Leave you here, and we'll have you just kind of scoot up and start claiming positions then. Cavalry crash in from this side. I was gonna see how many dudes my mage could kill. Taking a lot of damage on the way in, unfortunately. Spear of Sleipnir will hit these 2 units, hopefully both, as long as they don't rotate at all. Although most of those arrows are just plinking off them like it's not happening. Oof. Pretty insane damage. And then they charge in to kill the rest.
Witness my strength.
Valkia is going after this unit here.
Chosen of Khorne.
Move up. Chaos Knights got their charge in. Let's pull them back.
Seeking slaughter. Rage and fury.
Prepare yourselves. I mean, you are braced for all the good it'll do you.
Steady.
Oh no! Whatever should you do, High Elves? Glittering Host.
Valkia the Bloody.
Turn off their melee capabilities. Weaken yourself fully. Keep going. Slaughter them all.
Lethal.
Speed you up.
The blood god. Slay every mortal.
These guys should be doing great. We're getting shot at by some of the towers, which is goofy, but
God.
it is what it is. Drop a burning head. Bloop, like so. Oh, he may not be able to get over there in time. Oh no, it's gonna miss. I should have canceled it. Although, you fools, you should supposed to run away. Well, that works. They're dead.
Chosen of Khorne.
And victory. Smush.
There is no hope.
Oh, that's awesome. Not a single soldier falls yet. No, their armor was just doing all of the work there. Either that or they're catching arrows in their teeth and just chopping them up as they run in with frothing maniacal. You know how they are. We'll sack.
Holds no fear.
Shrine of Kronos is part of Tor Arcare, so we could claim this one. The Hmong have already rushed in as well, or the Aggle. It's time. The end times are upon you. Misnar has already fallen. So Tyrion and Illyrionon? Illyrinian. And then we've got Kari down here. Push Tor of Res out. That's impressive. We're going to move this down this side of Ulthuan. We're going to allow our vassals to claim this side, although they're going to get clapped so hard by Tyrion it's not even going to be a contest.
Valkia the Bloody.
Oh, with that victory, we can actually make it to Tor Anlek. Hang on now. Tor Anlek has a little bit more defensives. Maybe we just move back to the Shrine of Cain and claim it. Tough choices. Here's what we'll do instead. We will
on the warpath.
Encamp up to replenish.
Move.
Those flesh hounds aren't replenishing up very well at all.
Consort of Khorne.
Welch is moving after Tor Anlek. We'll have him instead go after Tor Dranail since it has a port. It'll be much better for them to claim. Torox is still messing around up here. He's keeping us safe. Torox is the best boy.
Demon Prince.
Okay, so who still has some movement? Probably Rel.
Dominate.
Rel and Farmort. Let's send Farmort over to claim Doomkeep. Keep him in march stance because I'm not so concerned about being caught. If we see something appear, we'll just immediately turn around. Yeah, looks like we're good. Wolfric is preoccupied elsewhere. Okay. So perhaps the only reason I was coming over this direction in the first place was to attempt to cut the head off this thing. Man, there's a lot of armies. Staying in camp stance and keep scooting along. They want to follow me and take some attrition. That's entirely fine. I don't attrition down from any of the chaos corruption, so we're entirely fine. Archeon is sailing up the coast. Interesting decision, my friend.
Demon Prince.
He also owns Krakadrak, which is a Dark Fortress site. Probably need another army over here.
Our home is manipulated.
Put in the walls just to be safe. We're here at Blackrock. Actually, we'll upgrade the growth building as well. It costs a little bit. Howling Citadel is good. Down here at the cold mines, we just need a couple more turns for... Yeah, I don't really want to put in any of the growth buildings. We have so much cash, there's really no reason not to. That's not worth, because we'll only have it for 2 turns. Max that one on out. Yeah, no reason to upgrade that. We will just continue to build up our income. And use that to upgrade those forces once they do finally get some skills. Luckily this lad... Oh, they're going around. Alright, Axebreaker. Bring it on. The defense of Albion begins.
No!
I have still 5,000 positive, so if I want to just recruit up a cheap army of dual axe berserkers, I probably can. Just to harass the Norskins and keep them busy. I like that idea. Who do we want to do for that? I like the Iron Skin. That 25 additional armor is always so good. Let's go for that. Jaeger. Jaeger. The Marauder King. Alright, we'll mark them for dual axes. The not having to deal with having supply lines is so amazing. We'll go ahead and turn you guys into dual axes as well. It doesn't cost that much. And then, who else do we want to recruit up for you? Probably some hounds. Cost more than marauders. Every time I see it, it makes me chuckle. Yeah, I'm just going to make this an entire army of mostly marauders. Because they are the cheapest unit we have access to.
It is so.
Good business. That is all of our forces maneuvered on around. We have a couple missions to get to. We've got to devour Gracef Kolshin Soul. I usually don't do this. Raid Starag Core. That I can do. And then devour Delianus Soul. And if we do that, we get a Giant Blade. Well, if we're not... After we defeat these two armies, I'm happy to send our Sorcerer out to deal with that. Perhaps that's why we need some more heroes. Don't have any settlements that are really close by to recruit up, though.
Corruption.
Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn and see how things roll out.
I will dismember you and hang your intestines from the nearest tree.
Rog, is it time for peace? Oh. I guess it's time for war. I thought we were I thought we were still at war. Alright, time to brace shields. We've got to do some damage to our enemies so that way we can get through here pretty safely. Let's move you up.
Going with fury.
We can't reach Asurate yet, so we'll just scoot ourselves forward and do some raiding.
Mortality. Such weakness.
Perfect. Then for Jorhul, we'll just move on up and attack Dracula Spire.
Wills it.
There's an army up here. King Hector.
No glory in it.
Can we attack King Hector? Let's do it.
Glory of slaughter.
If you want to run away, I'll blow up your settlement without you anywhere near. Get wrecked.
Blood for the blood god.
Skulls for the Skull Throne. Let's go ahead and raise. We don't have to worry about any kind of funky sandstorm nonsense.
Stoke the fires.
We're coming for you.
Fight for Khorne.
Coming for you.
Bring
The
death.
dual King Hector. Oh, one of them left. And now it is just you, King Hector. Kill my doggos? Absolutely not. Alright, time to set King Hecator's dusty bones ablaze. Let's get this going. As we'll lose my doggos, we'll put them over here so we don't lose them. They may just summon Ushabdi on them just to be hateful. We shall soon see. We want also our axes away from their archers. They have a ton of arrows that fly out. Well, they don't do a ton of damage. That many of arrows always will do something eventually. Especially to unarmored lads.
You are chosen.
Axes on the side.
Hordes of chaos.
Have them just far enough that that army has to kind of split up to respond.
Northern barbarian.
Group them all up. We'll put the aspiring champions in the middle.
Slaves to darkness.
We'll have these two be on guard mode and that's it. The Lord and the Sorcerer off to the side. I'll have all of the trolls over here.
Unite for Khorne.
And the artillery. Good business, let's get it.
For the chaos.
Lock up the main force, send them in.
We are
I'm gonna send Jorhul crashing into those skeleton archers.
the war chosen. We
Move over.
for Khorne.
Y'all smash right through that front line and get into those archers. We'll have two of you go after that group of archers and you guys get those spearmen there. Kick off the boom. Drop a beautiful burning head. If they want to stop moving to fire their arrows, we are going to tear them to shreds. Launch it right through. Good stuff. Pull back. He's getting right on into those archers.
Power through slaughter.
I mean, if you want to charge in and fight, we're going to beat the brakes off of you, buddy. Don't you worry about it. The Hekaria Warriors versus the Warriors of Khorne. Oh, the aspiring champions are going to run over their own lads to get involved. Here come the Ushabti. Actually, let's make sure our dogs aren't getting caught. Let's just scoot them around the map.
Brothers in bloodletting. Khorne's greatest
Pull you guys
warriors. The Skull Trail.
Get in there on those archers. Cast a fireball through. Oh no. That's rude. Run for your lives! Oh yeah, we can make them unbreakable and unkillable. But also run for your lives. Well, that's unfortunate. And all of the hateful. Dude, that's messed up. I can't get them out. They're gonna die. Nah, no reason to use it.
Marauders of Khorne!
We traded our doggos for the Dawizar. Oh, maybe. No. Don't worry about them. They're completely harmless. Look how little they are. They're running away. Leave them alone. They're sweet. Okay, perfect. That could have gone really, really badly. They were like, but we were so young. A decisive victory. Most of the losses were in the Hell Cannon when the Ushabti showed up behind them. Let's go ahead and sacrifice extra souls.
Must be spilled.
Path to glory. Unbreakable. And a barbarian. Sweet. And then we'll move up and squish King Hedekor II.
Bring death.
Dual axe is ready. Annihilate. Okay. And then we'll give the Hmong the order to go ahead and claim this settlement here. So occupy the Dracula Spire. Dorhul will go ahead and upgrade. I think for you, good sir, we'll go for Devoted to Chaos. Yeah, I said I was going to go down his gold line, but I want extra souls out of each combat. Plus, he's going to be turning into a Demon Prince soon. We probably want you to be a Warrior Wizard. No, we want Arcane Conduit first. So, Magical Reserves and Earthing. You know how it is.
The gods smile.
Do we replenish even in Dracula Spire territory? Let's find out.
Onward.
Nope. We aren't that kind of Khorne faction. Scarbrand's always replenishing is amazing.
Valkia the Bloody.
Swing back over to Valkia,
By my
and
black
then we'll move
will.
in on Toron Lek. Give us a decisive victory with the auto resolve. Get wrecked.
Violence and death.
Violence indeed. We will go ahead and sack the settlement, turn around and claim it.
From whence the blood flows.
ASUR Annihilator. Mort can now devote to Khorne, which is great.
The Gore Queen. Khorne dominates here.
Okay, and actually we'll probably pass this one off to one of our allies. And the reason we went ahead and claimed it is because the ones that have the ports, the Norskins are willing to pay a high dollar for. That'll give them a pretty sizable foothold into Ulthuan. So let's grab Assault Garrison. We can
Reforged
cheese
for
the High
murder.
Elves. Next thing we need, we'll grab the... I think we'll upgrade that one, and then we'll probably go for Cascading Fire Cloak. Stick it on Valkia while she's in the middle of doing a battle. Go ahead and devote you to Khorne. Mort the Brilliant. Give you Dominating Presence and Hearts of Iron for now.
Aid me in slaughter.
Alright. You, good sir, we should be able to bring right in to bear on Doomkeep, but what we're going to do is do some sneaky business.
Silence before the slaughter.
We don't want them to know he's there. He can rush up, do some sneaky business, and punch them in the neck. Now we have no more gifted units just yet. Actually, since he already has some cavalry, let's give him the Swords of Chaos.
Silence. I will prove myself.
And then...
They will be dominated.
Okay, so them allowing Crow Brother to go ahead and replenish is probably a really bad idea. So we're going to continue to scoot up and go around this way. We'll hit the Forbidden Citadel and try to claim this one. Give us at least another defensive fortification to turn around and attack them. Also, we have Mort coming in, and them moving together will be a much more powerful force.
Demon
Rel, we are going to move in on the Crystal Spires.
I'll make it brutal.
Do it. Do the thing. It'd be a close victory, but we would lose at nobody. So we'll give Wayfarer to you. Banner of the Eternal Flame on the Trolls. And then Leadership on... Ooh, that's a good question. The Leadership banner is not super needed. We'll give it to the Trolls, too. And to the Auto-Resolve, because that one's a pretty weak faction, or a weak settlement. We give that to our vassal. We are going to sack it and then turn around and claim it for us. And now we don't have to be worried about being stabbed in the back anymore. We just have to head to the coast to deal with the enemies that are scooting along in the river. Okay, Rel, for you. Continue on hard to hit. Foe Seeker. Once we get down to Demonic Onslaught, then we'll probably move down his blue line.
Useful adornments.
Crystal Spires has some alright setups. I'm not upset about that at all.
Lord of Khorne.
Yeah, looks like they have sacked the Isle of Wights, and now they are moving on. So here's what we'll do. We will lure them ashore with another cheeky ambush. We're learning some new tactics.
Let them come to us.
And then Jogger.
My ruinous
We'll continue to grab a couple extra Marauders. Oh, turns out there are no Marauders. Well, recruit those up. And we will have you scoot on over to the Serpent Jetty. No. You fool. Okay, well, because he's a big old doofus with a small brain, we gotta bring him back and around through the ocean. But for now, that's all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I'll see you on the next one.